Hello team, welcome to the BMW R1250 RT. Is it the ultimate tourer for the road? We have the GS here, that is for the road / off-road. Now the RT has no intentions of going off-road, this is a road tourer. Next to it, quite conveniently, we have the K16 GT. Now you may think that is the ultimate road tourer. I've never ridden that. It may well be. Today I've got a feeling the R1250 is a little bit more nimble. You want a road tour to be incredibly comfortable, but then when you get to the twisties, you want it to be fun. Not putting down the K16, I'm sure that is fun, but I've got a feeling this is a little bit more nimble. Let's jump on, go for a ride. First off, many thanks to BMW Dick Lovett here, just outside of Bristol. As you can see, these are all their demos. Really nice dealership. Brilliant guys in there, so thank you very much for lending me the bike for today. Alrighty, so starting at £17,350. Now I must mention this is the triple black edition LTE, I believe it's called, with a few added features. You've got the radar cruise control at the front, which we'll test out today. A few little extra trinkets, which makes this come in a little bit more than that starting price. Let's fire her up. Oh yes, so we've got the Boxers, exactly the same engine as in the GS there. It's 136 horsepower and 143 Newton meters of torque, so yeah, I think as we know it's a great motor, the shift cam technology, plenty of go, and the main figure's that torque really. 143 Newton meters is a nice amount of torque. I'm really surprised at just how smooth it is actually. I've said it already, but ooze real quality this. You feel like it feels slightly like a spaceship. So it is a cold day today, guys. Luckily the RT has heated grips, of course, I was expecting that, but also heated seats, 5 different levels. I've got it set on 3, about the medium level, and I am just perfect there, nice and cozy. Yeah, I mean, you feel quite official on this. So the police use these RTs, and there's a reason why. You can just fit like so much in the panniers. Up here there's so much technology, you just feel absolutely solid on it. Yeah, so good so far, really easy. I'm impressed actually. We're just going to hop on the motorway, the M4, put the screen up, which is electrically operated, and feel what the wind protection's like. I've got a feeling it's going to be pretty nice. Very reminiscent handling of the GS. Let's get that screen up. Oh yes, there she is. So I'm actually looking through the screen at its highest setting, but it's complete bubble of calm. Very good wind protection. The best I've ever had on a motorcycle, to be honest. Right, let's test out another feature, which is the radar cruise control. So it matches the speed of a vehicle in front. We'll try this lorry because we're coming off in a bit. Let's see if it works. Yep, there we go. So you literally just set the cruise control like any other cruise control, and it should, I'm hoping, I'm getting pretty nervous here, pick the vehicle up in front. We're getting quite close. I'm covering the front brake. Yeah, it's got it. It's got the vehicle in front. I must say that is a lot closer than I'm comfortable with, but there's a button on the left. If I press that, yeah, it should increase the distance. Perhaps you have to come off for cruise control. There you go. Yeah, so that's increased the distance. Yeah, that's really smart and works very well, I must say. Nice to have, really relaxing on a long ride, that. Right guys, I'm desperately looking for a place to go over some of the tech specs for you. No luck yet, but I can say small manoeuvres like so. Not too hard on this. Of course you got the Boxer engine, so all of that weight, albeit it is a fair bit of weight, it's all really low down. What was I saying before the GoPro ran out of battery? It's all going wrong. The weight, quite a lot, but it is all low down, just like the GS. You got that Boxer, very low down weight, and it plays into the handling as well. This handles just as well as the GS. I mean, it's on par with it. It's slightly different dynamics. The GS, you've got more sat upright, higher handlebars. You got a little bit more counter steering, I'd say, on the GS, but this is I mean, they're almost freakish the way it tilts in. But yeah, just slow maneuvers like that, it's not a problem at all. And having to stop, change the GoPro battery like I just had to then, like, it's not a problem. I was on a slight incline, but the weight's just, don't get me wrong, it is a big bike, but it disguises it really, really well. Please excuse my extremely ugly bag strapped to the front here. That does not come with the BMW RT. I'm just trying to find my way around the local area. The motor is all about the torque with the Boxer. Great engine braking on these Boxers as well. It's always nice that. I would say if you're looking for a revvy motor, obviously it's not this, it's a twin, so it's not a massively revvy motor, but it's all about the torque, and for just cruising along, it's incredibly efficient. Right, let's hang on right here. Righty tighty. I'm trying to find some good roads, open it up a bit. I'm struggling a bit. Sorry guys. Again, highlighting the fact it's very easily manoeuvrable around town, and if you don't know where you're going, doing U-turns, etc. I've done a lot of that. Well, since we're here, go over a few of the features this bike has. So obviously it's got the 10.25-inch TFT screen there, and you can connect your phone up. You need to download the BMW app, as I just found out, but you can have your navigation and it shows your maps here on the screen, which is new for this RT. The GS doesn't have that. Obviously, like I said, you can connect your music. This bike comes with cornering traction control, ABS. It's a complete tech fest. Anything you can think of, it's basically got it. So the suspension is also immediately stands out as just really, really plush. It's got the telly lever, same as on the GS, so you don't get that dive on the front end. And for luxury touring, it's just perfect. Just really, really comfortable. So planted, this bike. So I'd describe it as, I wouldn't, it's not a bike you want to be getting on, I don't think, and pushing really. It doesn't feel like that to me. It just feels like a very capable mile cruncher. And when you get to the twisties, you can have a little bit of fun with it, but it doesn't feel like I would be ragging it through the twisties on this. I've got to be honest, some people say they do, but it just doesn't feel like that style to me. Another thing which you slightly have to be careful with actually is it's got a lot of road presence, excuse me. It can be a bit misleading sometimes because that wind protection's so good. You can feel a little bit taken away from the elements and you can get a little bit too comfortable. I don't know if you get what I mean. You don't want to be getting too comfortable on a motorbike. I don't anyway, because I like being aware of the traffic around you. You are slightly inferior on the roads compared to a car, and if you get too comfortable, that's when mistakes happen. But the wind protection is phenomenal. What's going on here? Hello, tractor. We're just not getting great roads today, guys. Thank you, sir. Found somewhere to stop. Look at that, bit of sunshine as well. Not ideal roads, I apologise about that. I'll try and find some in a second, but go over a few specs. Initial impressions of the ride, very impressive, very reminiscent of the GS really, but more of that obviously road focused sports touring vibe about it. The main standout thing to me is one, the wind protection is phenomenal. I would say almost too good, but if you're buying this for long touring, extremely good. And just remembering that motor really, the Boxer motor with the shift cam tech, the 1250, it's just all about the torque. It's very, very punchy motor. If you like wringing out a motor and revving it out, this is probably not for you, but for just munching up smooth premium miles, this is a quality machine. On top of that, the suspension just stand out premium with that telly lever to stop that front dive on the front end. Just smooths out that ride brilliantly. You could tour for weeks on this, 2 up, fully loaded up, in extreme comfort. A few other benefits of the RT, so same as on the GS. God, just realised how big my beard's getting looking in the thing there. I very much need a shave. Sorry about that. A few other benefits. It's shaft drive, just the same as the GS, which I think is a huge benefit, especially for a touring machine like this, so that's great. Also, the salesman at Dick Lovett did show me it's got central locking on the key, so it's keyless ignition, but also on the key or on the dash there's a little button. I'll show you now actually. That button there, you just press that button and it locks the steering lock and also the two panniers as well. It locks those as well, but you can also do it from the key as well. So if you're walking away, you just press a button on the key, beep beep, and it locks those panniers for you, which is really cool, I think. If I just show you this dash, if you can see, I hope with the sun, you've got your two speakers, very big actually, either side of the 10.25 inch TFT screen. Also down here you have your memory settings for your heated grips and heated seats, I believe, and those can be adjusted to your requirements. Let's just take a look at the screen. That is the screen in its lowest setting. You've also got these sort of extra fins here, little bits of plastic there to help you with the wind protection, and it really is a big front fairing, so the wind protection really is phenomenal on this bike. So guys, front brakes, you have two 320mm discs with 4-piston radially mounted calipers, and the brakes are top quality, sharp, progressive, very confidence inspiring, top marks on the brakes. Let's not leave the rear brakes out. You've got a single 276mm disc with a 2-piston floating caliper, again with the both brakes tied together, top quality. Right guys, so I've attempted to put a route on my phone that has some good roads, but I just can't guarantee anything. I just don't know the area well enough, and that is the reality of the situation. Even so, it's been a pleasure to ride this motorcycle. The Boxer always sounds good when it starts up. It's just got that fart, boom, when it starts up. It's really nice. Oh, look at that. Okay, so the screen has memory on it, automatic memory. When you turn the ignition off, the screen automatically goes down to its lowest setting. But as you've just seen there, as you turn it back on, it goes back up to where you had it previously set. Very clever. That is a standout feature of this bike as well. It is, you just get the feeling, even just looking at it, along with riding it, it has thought of everything technology-wise. It's like a Bentley, the Bentley of the motorbike world. Central locking for the panniers, that screen going back automatically, electronic screen, the big TFT, everything's really cool. Right, where is this road going to take us? Please be good, fingers crossed. Oh yes, a little bit better. Oh, it just rolls on stunningly. So riding modes, guys, you got your mode button on the right hand side. Typical BMW, you press it once, roll off the throttle, and then it will engage with the rider mode. We got rain, road, dynamic, eco. Yeah, so you got rain, road, dynamic, eco, and you can opt for a dynamic pro. I know you can on the GS. I'm guessing you can on this as well. Yeah, it's a quick motor, this one. Really don't need more than this. Go so far as saying it's rapid. So storage, guys, you got all sorts of storage. You got, whoops, wow, that is a lovely horn. Wow, that scared me for a second. You got storage left and right, port and starboard side, which are lockable and also lock with the electronically as well. The mirrors are a point to mention. I'm not used to that. They're not on stalks, they're integrated into the fairing, but they do work. They work nicely. You can't really reach forward and adjust them, but yeah, they're something to get used to. Woo, buddy. So you can tell it's that Boxer. I don't know what it is. It's not unstable, but it's got that, I don't know whether it's a shaft drive. It's something, just a minuscule of a fraction of some sort of lateral movement. Some points. It's really not upsetting of the dynamics. It's just noticeable. You can tell you're riding with a Boxer. It may be that shaft drive though. I'm not sure. Found a good road and we got a car in the way. Anyway, it's pretty icy, shouldn't be pushing it too much. So the title of the video, the Ultimate Tourer. I mean, there's so much more. There's the Goldwing, the K16, they may be. I can't say this is the Ultimate Tourer. And actually, if I'm comparing this to the GS, I think I would want to go touring on a GS. I really do. This is ridiculously good wind protection and tech fest and a premium ride. There's just something about the GS that feels slightly more involving, slightly more fun factor to me, for sure. That's just personal preference though. This is really a luxury machine. I'd describe this as the Bentley Mulsanne if you're into your Bentleys. More of a cruising, long distance, refined ride. Oh yeah, but if you had some good roads, you can get on it. You can get on it. The handling's so planted. Come on man, get out of the way. Right, what else can we do? I think I'll just try and show you the scope of this screen. That is in its lowest setting. You've got a button on the left here. That's ridiculous. It's just like a wall of perspex in front of you. But she does work. Oh, we haven't touched on the quick shifter. It's a bit better than I remember on the GS. It's not the most refined quick shifter in the top end of the market at all, but it's better than I remember actually. Look at slow speeds from, it's a bit of a dodgy junction, slow speeds from like first to second, it's an absolute nightmare, but you shouldn't be using it then anyway. But once you're up a speed a bit, it's fine. Up and down, it's not the smoothest, but it's not, I wouldn't describe it like a tractor like I may have done in the past. That's unfair. It's actually very smooth on the downshifts. Huge benefit of these massive screens as well is you just have your visor up the whole time. Even today, like, it's sunny but it's very cold, but my visor's pretty much been up all day. I only had it down so the microphone doesn't get too much wind. Help yourself for electric scooters. Ever more popular those. I think I'll stick to this bike rather than one of those. This could take a while. Ah, man got skills. Nice reversing. So, coming back to Dick Lovett, guys. Overall, very impressive ride, and like I say, I think I'm just going to compare it to a Bentley. The motorbike of Bentleys, or the Bentley of motorbikes, that makes more sense. Oh, Aston Martin dealership. Stunning. Yeah, premium bike. Is it the ultimate? I don't think I can call it the ultimate tourer, purely because I haven't ridden all of the tourers, so that wouldn't be a fair comparison. And I must say, personally, I prefer an adventure motorcycle setup, which I think the sales figures prove as well. So do a lot of people. However, it's very much worth taking one of these for a ride because it is different. It's a different ride to a GS or an adventure style bike, and you might prefer it. I think it's more premium, 100%. Well, perhaps next video we'll try and get a ride on a K16 GT and find some better, longer roads. That would be very nice. Massive thank you again to Dick Lovett Motorrad here for allowing me to ride this premium bike. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe button if you like the video. See you in the next one. Ciao bella.